shows. Thinking that it happened overnight, yeah, it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, they timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, cause I'm timid. Look,
esto es talento y favor and you got no skill. I got drive, baby, ustedes son roadkill. Yeah, ya te dije, no están en mi carta perder. De pequeño estoy ungido, baby, ese es mi flex. No me dieron nada por lo mío, José. 360 is your deal, man, I couldn't be me. Pa' mi frequency, te frequently. Matando esto con sabor y efficiency. No gasto tiempo, waste no time, not my money. Boss, baby, CEO del LLC. Lo tengo en un pánico. Dale rápido, quiero crecer y dar más fruto, algo botánico. Lo hice bien orgánico. Tomé el maquinón. Voy subiendo como espuma y tú bajando bien titánico. Out my way, I ain't built this in a day. But you know I'm here now to stay. I'm hungry, boy, I'm not here to play.
Thinking that it happened overnight, didn't. In it for the long haul flight, committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, they timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, cause they timid. Look, wait.
We about to move, son. Don't talk about it unless you do, son. I make the backyard feel like a stampede. I make a trash car feel like it's a band lead. Hanging like a war hall or like a band seed. And hit the stage, turn the people into family. I'm talking back then, you didn't know me. But you feel it now, acting like the homie. Talking about, hey, can you feel it? Let me know if you feel it right now. We about to move, son. Don't talk about it unless you do, son. I said I feel like money on the line. I said I feel like Kobe in his prime, man. Do it for the city, not the gram. I'ma keep it real, 100 grand. Back then, they really didn't know me, but right now, they acting like we're homies. Can you feel it? Let me know if you feel it right now. Feel it right now. Can you feel it? Let me know if you feel it right now. Feel it right now.
I sit on the corner and shook my. Now I'm finna give y'all another hit.
And I just put my drink down.
Milan, darling, Milan.
That, to the say, poodle, y'all think run this. Miss she, her black, designer say Gucci, Prada print, DOE, I'm a condo rich, big Dolce, Diva, Donda, Dundada, Tokyo, Honda drip, poppin' Dolce season, new persona, new pushback, but I'm still gon' get that, labels quaking, they mistaken, I'm that, wrist stay frozen, Q, let's go, I'ma get. Unbothered, with a boo, why bother? I'm that, you ain't no. I'ma money don't tight me. Crocodile Birkin might bite him. Can't hang with her if I don't like him. I come through and nip you crickets. I come through and moves be switching. I'm the problem, I'm the villain. I don't see these rickshaws throwing dirt on my name and he gon' hit still. Know who to play with, and these know who to play with.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Yellow.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now here's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go.
Come back. Yellow.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5 from the 8.
15. Yellow.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are on the board here first in the season opener. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. They'll start out here with the option left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
But not a lot of success to be found there. Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
On play action, here's Nix. Eluding the pressure right. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Nix. He'll air this one out for Mims. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 41.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So nothing doing there. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Mahomes going to change things up. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Yellow. Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors.
Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
43, 43, 15.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
From the 46, here's the second down and 9.
Yellow.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chiefs 7, Broncos 0.
Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Attack, attack.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, 43, 43, 15.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 18-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Butker now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
To throw is Nix. And he fends him off. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Over the middle, complete. That's Franklin. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Second and 5. Nix to the air. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. First and 10 in the red zone.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
And the tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. To throw, here's Nix. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
Hey, 15, 15, 15.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Nix. That's into the hands of McLaughlin. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Throwing Nix. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Michael Dana coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Taking it about the 16. A good return there, 17 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now Mahomes. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there for KC. 49 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Butker's kick here is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting through.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Nix from the shotgun. And the ball is knocked out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
15.
Now Patrick going to change the play.
15. Our side.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the handoff, McLaughlin. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jaleel McLaughlin, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound, and the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Second and 7.
Hey, yo, go. Right.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He finds his man, Sky Moore. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Mahomes going to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now is 2nd and 10.
Yellow. 15. Hero 15. Yellow. Watch out.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. The give is to McLaughlin. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Second and 11. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jaleel McLaughlin, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going, and also you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Now Mahomes going to shift him around.
Yellow.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes a correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the 1st down with his legs instead.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. 69 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, They almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Yellow.
Pass complete there to Nakua. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
And I think he just wanted to give the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Here's Jones. And he has the first down as he's able to reach the ball forward and get past the line to gain.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Attack! Yellow! Attack!
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
43! 43! Yellow!
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on 3rd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here it is. 4th and inches.
Fight on these two. Hey,
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Hey, Yellow, hey, go.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
Add that one to the good run tally right there. He's been strong throughout this game, and there's no reason to suggest he's going to slow down into 4th quarter at all. And that's exactly what they need him to do. Keep churning out first downs.
And now they'll shift things around. Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving. And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week one. Here's third down now.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Butker's kick here is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
This is 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's McLaughlin. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Back to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Clock at 30 seconds. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So conditioning going to be a factor here. Who can hold up to the test? It's overtime here in week 1.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Working out of the gun is Nix. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Off the play fake, Nix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
Here's Nix. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get that complete to Franklin. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Decision to be made on 4th and just a few inches in overtime. What do?
I know you got to weigh it out as a head coach because if you don't get it, you've turned it over in a great spot for the opposition to go down and win the game. But 4th and inches, I think what most teams do is they say, if we can't get inches, we don't deserve to win anyway.
They were going for it on 4th and inches, now 4th and 5.
Yeah, everything had built to a crescendo, hadn't it? 4th and inches, I mean, we were coming out of our chairs up here. Now on 4th and 5, you've got to think about whether you want to go for it or not.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. Oh, and it's intercepted. Oh, nice move. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. What a big-time interception that is here on the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, they're already knocking on the door with this short field. Remember, all they need is 3 points to win this game.
And that thinking just can't limit them on offense. The playbook should still be wide open. Get a first down, maybe 2. Do it safely. Nice throws that your quarterback can make. Nice runs that your running backs like. But make sure you get yourself in position and let your kicker have at it.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on second down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
3rd and 2. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
43.
Mahomes.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.